The Accurex XKC controller utilizes fan output ports on the main control board to signal and control fans. Depending on the configuration of your controller, these outputs directly control all or some of the fans. Each fan output plug has the same number of pins and are separated into 3 different functions that are all enabled every time the plug is enabled. The plug is enabled by the controller when fans are turned on and the control panel has a configured fan assigned to that particular plug. The way the control panel assigns the fans to the ports is by fan numbers. Fan numbers can, at any time, be changed and are set in the exhaust fan and supply fan settings for each respective fan type. When Modbus VFDs are present, even though the fan output is not directly controlling the VFD, the fan still gets an output port assigned to it. Each fan must be assigned its own fan output port or proper fan operation will not work. Fans staying on, not being able to turn on, or not following correct fire operation can often be symptoms of incorrect fan number assignment. The easiest way to determine if fan numbering is causing any issues is to do a visual check of the fan outputs on the main control board. When all fans are enabled from the touchscreen, the number of fans controlled by the controller should equal the number of fan indication lights. Find your controls enclosure. Open the control enclosure to find the main board and look to the right side of the board. Here, next to every enabled fan output, there will be a green LED status light for every commanded fan. As an example, here we have a board with 3 fans. 1 supply fan and 2 exhaust fans should be running, but because the fan numbers were incorrectly changed to be the same, fan number 1, there is only 1 output being enabled instead of the 3 that we should see. To correct fan numbers, we will need to change them from the touchscreen in the fan settings. There are a few ways to figure out the correct fan numbers. In this video, I will be using the control panel's wiring diagram and cross-referencing it with the control panel harnesses and terminals. The top left portion of the panel wiring diagram shows all fans and their order. Using this method, we can see that we need exhaust fan 1 to be fan number 1, exhaust fan 2 to be fan number 2, and supply fan 1 to be fan number 3. Navigate on the control touchscreen to Settings, type in 1000, the service password, navigate down to Exhaust Fan Settings, enter in and select Exhaust Fan 1. The first option is fan number. Enter on this setting and be sure it is set to fan number 1. Then we can back out to exhaust fans and choose exhaust fan 2. Set the fan number to 2 and save. Next is to set the supply fan settings. I can either escape out just far enough and select supply fan settings, or I can start from the beginning. To eliminate confusion, we will show navigation from the main screen. Navigate on the control touchscreen to Settings, type in 1000, again, the service password, navigate down to supply fan settings, enter in and select supply fan 1. The first option is fan number. Enter on this setting and be sure it is set to fan number 3. We have now correctly set the fan numbers for our control panel's configured fans. To now get them to enable, we can either cycle fans off from the control touchscreen, then after a few seconds, back on by the touchscreen operation. However, if fans are locked on by temperature or any other reason, power cycling the board will bring it back to a baseline mode and allow for proper fan enabling.